What is up guys, how's it going? In this video I'm going to be reviewing and giving away the FitBit Flex. Now both the review and giveaway was made possible by Rogers. A huge shout out and thanks to Rogers. They make giveaways possible for me and some other people who are part of the Rogers Social Insiders team. So anyways, this video is going to be time coded, so if you're here for the giveaway, where you can find the time to when that starts is going to be right in the description box below. First off, we'll take a look at what comes inside the box. Now, if you have large hands or if you have small hands, in both ways you're covered. Thanks to Fitbit, they include 2 bands, so you don't need to worry about getting an extra band in case if you lose weight or gain weight. Next up, you'd find the Fitbit itself. Now, it's a really tiny device and it's supposed to fit into one of the bands, whatever band you choose. It's supposed to fit inside the band perfectly. Next up, you'd find a tiny little paper that says how to set up your Fitbit in different languages. Up next, you'd find the USB charger that's supposed to charge the Fitbit when plugged into your PC. The last thing you're going to find inside the box is going to be this little wireless USB dongle that would sync progress and information from your Flex when plugged into your PC. The Flex itself fits right perfectly into the band, and talking of the band is actually made out of rubber, so it's very flexible. I twisted and turned this guy really hard, and as you can see, there is no sign of any breakage whatsoever. It's also water resistant though, so that's a huge plus in case if you would like to wear this and take a shower, you can definitely go ahead and do that. It did take some time to actually click in. The knot was really hard to push through, but I did manage to put it through, and once I did, it actually felt really nice in the hand. It didn't feel heavy thanks to its lightweight. It didn't feel like I was wearing a watch or something else. The Flex needs to be fully charged, so it was relatively easy to just throw it into the dongle and plug it into your computer. The lights blinking indicate how much it's been charged, and 5 dots is a full charge. Now the Flex actually shows a set of lights when you double tap it. The last bunch of lights you get are actually the progress you've made for that day. So let's say for instance there are a total number of 5 lights. So if you made 4, then you're pretty much close to your target or your progress for the day. Now the Flex was actually very easy to set up on my PC. I simply had to insert the wireless USB dongle, and then it prompted me with some directions on how to get started. But I believe there was the app as well for the FitBit Flex, so I downloaded it on my Moto X from the Google Play Store, and for some reason it kept telling me that it has some syncing issues, as my device has some known syncing issues with Bluetooth 4.0. With a quick look at the box, I actually realized that there are just a handful of Android devices supported at the moment. I also moved over to their website to confirm that, but the good news is that at the time of this review later on, a lot of devices are now compatible with the FitBit Flex. But luckily for me, at the time of this review, I managed to find a modded version of the app on the XDA developers forum, downloaded that, and that worked pretty much perfectly. Once synced with the Flex, the app itself is actually very useful and very helpful. It shows you your progress, how many steps you've taken. You can actually also enter the amount of water you've been taking throughout the day, which actually depends on your weight. It automatically calculates that after you enter your weight and what your target of your weight is. You can also enter the food you've been eating for that day. You can categorize that according to breakfast, lunch, or dinner. One of my favorite features of the Flex were that it actually shows you how long you slept for, how long you were in your deep sleep, how many times you were restless, and how many times you got up during sleep. Now this is a very useful feature, and it can simply be activated by continuously tapping on the Flex. And if you forget about that in the night, you can get up and simply manually enter that on the app. You can also manually enter or log in activities that you've been doing throughout the day. For instance, if you've been going to the gym and lifting weights, you can enter that. For how long you've been doing that for, you can also enter that. And also down to smallest activities such as riding in a bus or driving a car can also be entered. But do keep in mind that you'd need to enter the time that you started the activity and how long it lasted for. Now you need to know these in order to get the proper and accurate results. Now the app is actually providing you with a lot of information, such as how long you've walked for and how many steps you've taken. You can also swipe left and right to view your previous days. Now one of my other favorite features about the Flex are that you can actually set up alarms as well. You can set up different alarms for different times. You can set them to repeat or not, and the way this thing rings is that it actually vibrates on your wrist, so it's very convenient if just you want to get up and not wake anyone else around you. I had a few problems with the Flex due to the fact that I used the public transit to commute, I used the bus and the train. Now the problem I ran into was the fact that I had to manually enter how long I was on the train for and what time I got on it, on the train or the bus. Now it was really hard for me to remember this, as I entered the bus and train like 10 times a day. So thanks to that, I actually ended up reaching my goals a lot faster, and a lot of my steps were miscalculated. Also, if you pay attention at the step count, just by shaking my hand, it adds a couple of steps, and that's not very accurate as I'm sitting down and not walking at all. With that being said, I personally wouldn't recommend this for you if you're just going to wear this and sit down at home doing nothing, as a lot of things you do just with your hand would be counted as steps. But I definitely recommend this to anyone that's going out to do any sort of activity. Put this on and you will get a lot of information that you had no idea about. Overall, the FitBit Flex is actually a pretty nice device. It provides you with a lot of useful information that can be very helpful over time in accomplishing your fitness goals, and I would definitely recommend this if you're a fitness person, or even if you're a regular person who'd like to get on track with their fitness goals and achieve those goals with the help of the Flex. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the review. Now if you're here for the giveaway, there are a total number of 3 entries you can make for this. First off, you need to subscribe to me and leave a comment down below on why you'd like to win the FitBit Flex. Next up, if you're on Twitter, you can follow me and reshare or retweet the post I would have made about this giveaway. You can do the same on Google Plus too, as that would increase your chances of winning. Now the contest itself would last for 10 days, and I will announce the winner on Google Plus and Twitter, so make sure you circle me or follow me there. Good luck guys, and hope to see you all in the next video.